Imagine a woman sitting in a high-end salon, watching the silver strands of her hair fall to the checkered floor. She came in asking for something manageable, something sensible for her age. The stylist nods, shears click with clinical precision, and 40 minutes later, she looks in the mirror. The cut is technically perfect. It is neat, it is short, and it is profoundly aging. She walked in feeling like a woman with a story to tell, and she walked out looking like a stereotype. This is the granny cut that round, helmet-like silhouette that society tells us is the appropriate uniform for a woman over 60. But as she tilts her head, there is a subtle tension in her eyes. She doesn't recognize the woman looking back because that haircut has effectively silenced her personal style. The problem isn't the gray hair or the fine lines. The problem is a haircut that lacks movement, intention, and life. Most women reach a certain age and feel a quiet societal pressure to crop their hair into submission. We are told that long hair is for the young and that short hair must be practical. Here's the truth. Most people don't realize that the safe choice is often the most damaging to your confidence. When a haircut is too static or too structured, it acts like a frame that pulls the features of the face downward. It highlights the very things we are often trying to soften. It's a relatable truth that we've all felt. That moment in the stylist's chair where you realize you've traded your edge for ease. Aging isn't a slow retreat into invisibility, and your hair shouldn't be the white flag you wave to signal your surrender. In our time together today, we are going to dismantle the myth of the sensible haircut. I am going to share 3 specific styles that defy the granny trope. Cuts that actually breathe life back into your features and make you look 10 years younger, not by trying to look young, but by looking relevant. We will explore how to use layers to defy gravity and how to find the perfect length that honors your bone structure. And pay close attention to the third style because it is the most important. It is the one cut that works on almost every face shape and instantly elevates your entire aesthetic from dated to distinguished. Let us begin with a style I like to call the soft angled bob. The psychology of this cut is fascinating because it plays with the concept of lift. As we age, the skin naturally loses some of its elasticity, features of our face begin to settle. A traditional blunt cut granny bob often hits right at the jawline, creating a heavy horizontal line that emphasizes sagging. The soft angled bob, however, slightly shorter in the back and subtly tapers to a longer length toward the front. This creates a diagonal line that tricks the eye into moving upward. It provides an immediate, non-surgical lift to the cheekbones and the jaw. Imagine this. Instead of a stiff, round puff of hair, you have a sleek, chin-length style that has a bit of swing to it. It's intentional. It's architectural. This cut is about taking the classic bob and giving it a sense of direction. It works beautifully on both straight and deep wavy hair because the angle provides the structure that aging hair often lacks as it becomes finer. When you move your head, the hair moves with you, rather than staying in a fixed, frozen block. But here's where it gets interesting. The softness of the angle is key. You aren't looking for a sharp, aggressive Victoria Beckham point from 2007. You want a gentle slope that kisses the collarbone. A common mistake to avoid with this cut is making the back too short or stacked. When you shave the nape of the neck or create too many tiny, choppy layers at the crown, you fall right back into that dated territory. You want the back to look lush and full, letting the angle do the work of creating the silhouette. Picture yourself at a dinner party. As you turn to speak to a friend, front pieces of your hair catch the light and frame your face like a piece of custom jewelry. It feels sophisticated because it is. And this is where most people get it wrong when they try to go shorter. They forget about the power of the fringe. This leads us to our second transformative style, the Wispy Shag. This isn't the messy, rockstar shag of the 70s. This is a refined, modern version designed specifically for texture and volume. The beauty of this cut lies in its ability to hide what we want hidden while highlighting what we love. One of the primary signs of aging is the thinning of the hair at the temples and the appearance of worry lines on the forehead. The Wispy Shag uses strategic, feathered layers to create a soft curtain around the face. The psychology here is one of effortless grace. A heavy, solid bang can look like a wall, but a wispy layered fringe feels like an invitation. It adds a sense of playfulness and air to the hair. If you have natural curls, or even just a bit of a wave, this cut celebrates that texture rather than trying to flatten it into a suburban bob. It's about volume at the sides, which widens the face in a youthful way, rather than volume only at the top, which can look conical and aging. Picture this. You wake up, run a bit of styling cream through your hair, and give it a quick shake. Because of the layers, hair falls into place with a woke up like this elegance. It doesn't look like you spent an hour with a round brush and a can of hairspray. This ease is what creates a youthful aura. The mistake to avoid here is the mullet effect. You must ensure your stylist keeps the layers connected. If the top is too short and the bottom is too long, the look becomes disjointed. You want a seamless flow of feathers that graze the ears and the nape of the neck, creating a soft, blurry perimeter that softens the lines of the neck and shoulders. But now, we must discuss the third style, which I believe is the ultimate antidote to the granny cut. I call it the collarbone lob with ghost layers. If there is one length that reigns supreme for the woman over 60, it is the lob, the long bob. There is a persistent myth that once you hit a certain age, you must cut your hair off. This is simply not true. In fact, hair that hits right at the collarbone is often the most flattering length because it frames the neck and provides a sense of femininity that many women feel they lose when they go too short. Ghost layers are the secret ingredient. These are internal layers that are cut into the hair to provide movement and remove weight without being visible on the surface. Most people don't realize that as hair thins, blunt ends can actually make it look even thinner and more stringy. Ghost layers give the illusion of a thick, lush head of hair. It's the difference between a piece of fabric that hangs flat and one that has the drape of a heavy silk. This cut says that you are not afraid of your length. You are simply refining it. Imagine walking through a park on a breezy afternoon. Your hair isn't pinned down or stiffly styled. It moves in the wind and falls right back into a perfect shoulder grazing line. It looks healthy, it looks vibrant, and most importantly, it looks like you. The collarbone length acts as a pedestal for your face, drawing attention to your smile and your eyes. This is the style that many celebrities in their 60s and 70s gravitate toward because it is the most versatile. You can wear it sleek and straight for a professional look, or add a soft wave for an evening out. The mistake most people make with longer hair at 60 is neglecting the health of the ends. If the ends are split or dry, the length will age you. This is why the lob requires a commitment to quality products and regular trims. You aren't growing your hair long just to have it. You are maintaining a polished, intentional length. When your hair has that healthy sheen and a bounce at the shoulder, it signals vitality. It tells the world that you are still very much in the game, still evolving, and still invested in your own beauty. Choosing a haircut at this stage of life is a deeply personal act of self-expression. It is about more than just aesthetics. It is about identity. When you step out of the granny cut box, you are reclaiming your narrative. You are saying that you refuse to be categorized by a silhouette that was designed decades ago. You are embracing a version of yourself that is seasoned, wise, and still incredibly stylish. These three cuts, the soft angled bob, the wispy shag, and the collarbone lob, are tools to help you feel like the most authentic version of yourself. True beauty at 60 isn't about chasing the ghost of who you were at 25. It's about standing firmly in the woman you are today and presenting her to the world with clarity and confidence. Your hair is the most visible part of that presentation. It is the crown you never take off. When it has movement, when it has light, and when it has a modern shape, it changes the way you carry yourself. You stand a little taller. You look people in the eye a little longer. That is the power of a great haircut. I want you to look in the mirror and see a woman who is timeless, not a woman who is trying. Whether you choose the lift of an angled bob, the softness of a shag, or the elegance of a lob, know that you are making a choice to be seen. You are choosing to be relevant. You are choosing to look exactly as young as you feel in your spirit. I would love to know your thoughts on this. Have you ever felt pressured by a stylist to go shorter than you wanted? Or perhaps you've found a style that makes you feel absolutely radiant at 60. Share your stories in the comments below. This community is built on our shared wisdom. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if you want more honest, elegant advice on how to navigate style and beauty in this incredible chapter of life, please subscribe. We are here to celebrate this journey together, one intentional choice at a time. Until our next conversation, remember that elegance is a mindset, and you have every right to shine.